What is up? It's your boy AJ with the Art of Fighting. And do the Lombos even need an introduction anymore? We're on Lombo number 13, y'all. This is crazy. All right, this is where we build a long timed workout round by round. We do 1-minute rounds with 30-second rests in between each round. We're gonna do 5 of those puppies. We're gonna be adding a few punches, few kicks, few elbows, few knees each round, and we're gonna get after it. Stay tuned. This is Conor McGregor style. All right, guys, I want you to start with that nice tall back. Hands a little down. We're going to start with that rear stabbing teep that he used on Chad Mendes so beautifully. He targeted the midsection, the solar plexus, so amazingly when he got back up to his feet after that big takedown Chad had. So yeah, we're gonna emulate that one first. This is a great tool that you can use on the outside. What you want to do is you want to plant off your back foot, then forward into your front foot, and then use the ball of your foot to dig into the bag while you pump that right hand down like a lever. And tighten up the core pretty good when you make impact with the bag, just to make sure everything's solid. You see, I faked it there a couple times too. You can always do that. But this is a good one that you just want to stay nice and loose. You want to fake a lot. You want to make them think about the hands and then just kind of sneak that in. Your foot actually can be pretty small, right? So like the entry wise, you can fit it in between blocks. So a shin obviously you can't, but the ball of the foot you can sneak in, and that's what he was doing with Chad Mendes. All right, time on that one. Nice inhale. Shake those arms out if you're just getting warmed up. I hope you guys are gonna like this Conor McGregor edition. So now we're gonna do that rear teep. We're gonna bring it back into our stance, and of course, we're going to do the lunging lead uppercut into our power hand, into our cross, okay? Beautiful technique. I mean, he uses this at least once a fight. He really implemented it big in Nate Diaz 2. Really found a home for that big left hand that he has a lot of times in that fight with just the lunging. He keeps a nice guard with his backhand as he's lunging in, so it's actually kind of safer than you might think. But that uppercut allows you to get through the guard in a lot sneakier way than like a regular jab cross or a lunging jab cross would. So it's a beautiful technique. I love how he does it. I used to implement it a lot. I've kind of gotten away from it because I'm studying some other techniques, but when I first started sparring, that was my bread and butter. I want to get back to it actually. So that rear teep, bring it back, and then lunge into that lead uppercut right hand or left hand. If you're really doing this like Conor McGregor, you would be doing it in a lefty stance. And I was actually going to do that, but I decided against it. All right, shake that off. Hope you guys are feeling good today. In between these rounds, of course, I'm going to channel that inner McGregor, get loose, get goofy. That was that Jose Aldo knockout step back. So now we're going to do the rear teep, lunge into the lead cross, and then we're going to grab the bag in a clinch and, yes, do our shoulder strikes. We saw these implemented in his game plan against Donald Cerrone, and he hurt him bad with shoulder strikes. I do believe that was the most damage we've ever seen done with just shoulder strikes. He was literally leaping off of his feet and shrugging his shoulder at the same time. It was beautiful. I think it was really to his advantage being the shorter fighter in that fight to use this strike effectively because he could really jump into that strike. It was awesome. Obviously, he set it up with the nice head kick. He threw a left rear roundhouse kick, clipped him in the head, and then got it in this clinch position and just worked some beautiful elbows. Now, when you retreat, I want you to retreat with your hands up. Okay, we're gonna add to this, but when you retreat, let's try to retreat with our hands up. Cause yeah, we don't want to come out of the clinch and give them an opportunity. Okay, beautiful. See, I'm getting my feet totally off the ground for that. Excellent job that round. Good stuff. All right, continue to breathe. I'm really excited about what I'm going to show you next. We are going to do the drop step jab cross, okay? So he used this to knock out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds. Look when you were coming off the shoulder strikes. We're going to drop step into the jab as we're retreating the lead foot. Boom. And then we retreat the right foot into our cross. Don't worry about landing the cross. Just hit the step with the jab, because what we're doing with this is we're anticipating the opponent coming out of the clinch and toward us. And if you remember that fight with Jose Aldo, he rushed in. He tried to rush in with I think it was a lead hook or something like that. And McGregor, he's a master at timing. He just stepped back perfectly with it. So he stepped back with the jab, and then he clipped him with the left hand. So great combo to use. Great combo to use. You know what? I'm gonna correct myself. I'm not positive he landed the jab. It might have just been the step back cross. But anyway, he's throwing that power hand as he's retreating, which is a really beautiful technique. You got to practice it before you can get efficient in it. But it's a great one. A lot of people give hate to Conor McGregor, and I think, yeah, the antics definitely play a part in that, but he is a skillful striker. And I think that's what we always forget until you see him, stop, Donald Cerrone in under a minute, and until you see him start Jose Aldo. He's a master at what he does. So I like that we're taking the time to kind of study the good part of his game. All right. All right, we're doing those shoulder strikes. We're going to step back into the jab, step back into the cross, and we're going to get into our side stance, leaping hook kick. Now, comment below if you know who he used that leaping hook kick against. Opening round. I'll give you a hint. He's fighting him this weekend. It's none other than Dustin Poirier. He was so confident coming into that fight that he literally, through reckless abandon, a leaping hook kick, which I don't know how many people open around with that. It's beautiful. It just kind of shows the confidence that he had at that stage in the game. I think he still has similar confidence. I don't think he's ever going to lose all of it, but he was riding such an energetic wave of confidence when he was rising to title contendership in the featherweight division. So that hook kick, it's simple. Just make your stance one way, both toes pointing the same way, and then throw up that hook kick. It doesn't have to be perfect. And time. And we got to end with a McGregor walk. Supposedly Vince McMahon did this first. So that's just what I hear. All right, and something flashy to end. Thank you so much for spending time with us. Some friends do not last, but some friends are more loyal than brothers. That's Proverbs 18:24. That's a scripture of the video. God bless you guys. Bless your families. Take care.